welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. Today we're going to do an intuitive painting session. I haven't done one of these in a very long time, so I hope you might enjoy it. And this is going out for my newsletter subscribers first, and maybe I will publish it later. So, okay, let's start. I see there's some sort of building. There's a building. It's very ornate and it's very hard to capture with all the details that it has. So I'm just going to go and give you this very general idea of what it might be. I just see a lot of patterns and very intricate patterns. They're very hard to capture. I'm not sure if they're like natural also, so that there might be some kind of interaction between the architecture and nature, like a very special way of fusing both, like natural building styles, or I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what the materials are, but it's something solid. It is something solid, although it has this really intricate texture, almost like natural. Okay, so there's this warm like environment. Lighting is very warm. So I guess I'll put some shade. Also, some shade here. It looks like a tree, but it's not. This is really... There's some sort of gathering here. People are gathering. They're gathering. Gathering, and they're dressed like they have this special dress, special way of dressing. They're kind of covered. And it's interesting that usually I have this like clear style in my mind and of what it can be, but today I'm seeing like this strange mix between like very natural shapes and even realistic shapes and this kind of cartoonish style, which is difficult to depict because it will end up looking really strange. It's gathering. They're really, there's this feeling in the air. It's a bit eerie at the same time, so the lighting is very warm, but it feels like these people are not playing around. It's like they're serious about something. They're pretty serious about something. I'm not sure if this is a sacred place. They're carrying something in their hands. I'm not sure what it is. It looks elaborate. It looks like a basket, like a bundle of something. What is it? Like they're carrying something with them. They're carrying something with them. And now that I'm thinking, I'm not sure that this is here. So that this is something that happened in this dimension or something that will happen. It seems like this can be somewhere else, like somewhere, like a different planet, a different dimension. Different dimension. Oh. So it feels like this is relevant to us because they're deciding something that impacts our dimension. They're deciding something that impacts our dimension. This one is carrying a different thing. It seems like a board or written, something written in something like paper, but it's not paper. It's like a briefcase with something in it. They're cloaked. Oh. But their cloaks are not made of fabric. I am drawing it like fabric, but it's not. It's like electrical current. So it's almost as if they're kind of in a plane. This is a plane. So imagine that this is a plane. This is a plane. And they're kind of emerging from the same plane. They're kind of pushing reality, like pinching the plane. They're pinching the plane. And they're planning to intervene. They're planning to do something special. This is a very serious matter. It's not light-hearted. I feel like it might be something dangerous. Dangerous for this plane. They're trying to discuss something on this plane for this plane. And they're pinching reality. They're pinching this dimension. And they are separate from something else. There's something in the background. It's completely different. So I feel like it's a different color. It has to be a completely different color. And actually also the way I'm going to draw it has to be different. It is like an environment. It is like the air around them. But it feels like it's very detached from where they are. It's very far away. This plane, this background plane, is really, really far away. Very far. Okay. No, actually this one. Okay. It's really, really far. And it feels like almost like the cosmos is behind them. It's like a cosmic scene. It has many colors, but it's very, it's darker. It's colorful and darker. I'm not going to use black right away because it will seem like it's very muddy. But there is blackness there. There's darkness in the background. Yeah, it's still not dry, but it's fine. It's okay. This is just the feeling of it. Okay. There's a little, you see a little mosquito that wants to drink the water. So there's movement in the background. I'm not going to interact with the mosquito. It feels like he's also drawing something. He's drawing like something is moving in the background, and he's drawing the movement. Okay, I know. So I will continue. It's such a contrast between where they are and the background. It's really a completely different dimension, maybe. So I guess that they're on a plane. This is the plane where they are. It's a very warm place. It's very cozy, warm, and it's pleasant and safe. And they're pinching that reality so that they can speak to each other. They're kind of piercing through that plane so that they can speak to each other. Because maybe they're not from this plane. They come from different planes. Each one of those characters comes from a different plane of reality. Maybe different universes or parallel universes, parallel realities, different dimensions, something like that. And each one of them brings something special, something useful, and they're worried about something. They're worried about what they are focused on, what they're doing. Okay, let's continue with the details and maybe see if there's something else. I was going to draw here, but I don't think that that's the correct color, actually. Let me think about it for a while. Yeah, I think that they have a different color, but it's warm. It's still warm. It's still quite warm. There's something about their faces that's going to also reveal something in a bit. I'll go there in a bit. So, this is a warm place. Why is it? Maybe it feels like it's really, really warm, like the sun, like lava, like, you know, like something that human beings would not be able to survive. These creatures, these characters, entities, they are able to survive. Oh, they also bring heat, and they are able to survive heat. They are it's not that they're fiery, it's the spirit that is, it's a kind of consciousness that understands light and fire. They understand the power of the sun, they understand fire, they understand they're part of that consciousness. They come from different solar systems, maybe different suns. And they come through to us in the form of fire, like lava, like, oh, like a candle, like sunlight. So now I think that their faces, they're really important. It's like we need to define their faces a bit. Maybe I'll have to use the pencil or something else. I feel like I should draw. I also feel like that because I guess that I see their faces are moving. They're speaking. They are communicating, and their facial expression is very important. But they keep changing as I speak. So it's very hard to capture the movement. So if I wanted to do another drawing right now, I would draw a face, one of their faces, for instance. But I want to finish this first. We'll see whatever comes up after. So now, why are we seeing this? And now I am drawn to the building or the structure. I don't know. What is this? What is this structure? Now I see patterns, like very intricate patterns. And I feel like this part of the building isn't just about decoration or structure. It has some sort of technology or use, a practical use. And it's like some sort of coiled, like a coiled cable or connection, coils like that. And it's so interesting the way that I'm seeing this building have this balance, this weird balance between technology or utility and ornament. I feel like this building is special, and it's a part of their job somehow. So they come to us pinching reality because also this building allows it to happen. And I feel like this building is very, it seems like something really common, because maybe you wouldn't see, oh, okay, now I get it. So this is what we see. It's the utility, but this is what they see. It's the ornament. And I feel like they have such like subtle senses, and their vision is so different from us that they can see geometrical patterns and beautiful ornamentation coming out of, for instance, an electrical tower or something like that. Like yeah, like imagine a building where the only thing you see is like it looks like a factory. It's very geometrical, and it has very like minimalistic and technological approach to architecture, because it's all about the usefulness and all about the technology that it harbors. But they see geometrical patterns. And to us, if we saw that, it would seem like psychedelic. So it would seem more like a cathedral or a beautiful temple with all the vegetation and all the spirals and all the different geometrical shapes. And this is what they see when they see, for instance, a power plant. This is just an example. I'm saying power plant because they're somehow related to heat, and maybe there's something about electricity that also quite captures this this solar entity, this solar consciousness. And their faces keep moving. There's something about their faces moving. I wish that I could just draw and animate at the same time and show you what I'm seeing, because I feel like their facial expressions are actually part of the message. Oh, they do something interesting with their faces. They do something interesting with their faces. To us it would be like magic. It would be like, I think that they don't use sound to communicate. They use their faces. They use their facial expressions. So Now I'm going to say something that I'm not, it's just a thought that occurred, but I feel like it's not complete. And I wish that it was, because I don't feel like I should say it before it's complete, but I have to say it before I forget it. So I feel like they also taught us to use our faces. They are in our faces, actually. They are in our faces. They use our faces to communicate. Okay, now I understand why I'm drawing this. And I feel like I'm going to stop right now, because I feel like I've arrived at the final message here, which is that one of the many things that they're working on is on the human face. And this might seem like something very strange, but our faces are actually a technology for them. And they use our faces to communicate with each other also. But this is not some kind of possession or like strange superstition or, you know, evil thing. This is a part of our blessing here. You know, when we say feeling the sun on our faces, like it's such a great feeling when we feel the sunlight. Of course, if it is pleasant, if it's not burning us or something like that. But so when we're like enclosed in for a long time and we go outside and we feel the sun on our faces, that moment, there's something about that moment that is how do I say this? It is a conduit of spirit. You are receiving a spirit in that moment. You are like receiving the Holy Spirit at that moment. And I think that they want us, that's why I feel like they came through. They want us to acknowledge that moment and not really elaborate too much on theory or science behind it, or, you know, a lot of elaborate rationale about it. It's just that moment when you feel like those, sometimes it's a little bit like pins and needles, but it's good. It's like circulation. It's the blood flowing. It's inspiring, and it's revitalizing. It's energizing. And there's something more about that moment. There's something deeper about that moment. And the way our faces are illuminated by the sun. And I don't think I'm supposed to explain this too much. It's just that moment. And I also think that that moment is what gives you some sort of spiritual superpower, in a way, at least from our perspective, because for them this is normal. To understand this kind of existence, so the existence of these entities that can communicate in this way through the face, using their faces, and you somehow understanding or having the awareness that they can exist, is somehow, I feel like it's dispelling darkness. It's about you having hope in the future, knowing that there's a lot about the universe that you don't know. You see a structure like a power plant, and it's actually a cathedral, or it's actually, if you would see how they see, you would see a psychedelic building. So that you know that there are dimensions that you can access, and that there's some kind of code in your face. Our faces have so many muscles, so now I'm getting all the rational and the ideas, right? And I don't think I really should. I just think that this strange painting and this strange exploration is just meant for you to go outside and feel the sun on your face and have some sort of message come to you that I don't think I have to access right now, or that I can explain or try to lead you in any way. I feel like they will lead you from that experience onwards. If you think that they are there and that they understand your face, they understand the code in your face. It's so interesting. These entities, they communicate with the face. It's a soundless way. It can emit frequencies, but we don't hear them. We can't hear them with our human senses. That is so interesting. That is so inspiring. I'm very curious, and I feel like maybe not on the channel, but I feel like I'm going to explore their faces, because I feel like there's something there for me. And maybe you want to do that on your own if you like to paint, or if there's something, or if you like to sculpt like faces. There's even this phenomena in human beings where we see faces everywhere because we're so attuned to the face. The face is such an important way of communicating, of connecting, of understanding ourselves. And I'm also very intrigued about what they carry. What are they carrying? But I don't think this is something for now, for right now. Maybe in other paintings I will get some information about that. Okay, thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you also want to subscribe to the newsletter, you will get this type of content and other readings first, or just exclusive. I am still not sure if this is going to be one of those. And I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.